What's up, everybody? Welcome to Blair's Breakdown. Indy 3, round number 6. We're going to talk to Alex about segment times. I got Mike Mewey coming on. We're going to talk about where this dirt came from, where it's going, just some of the logistics behind building the track. And I want to start by showing you guys something extremely weird. These guys are all psychos. I tell you that every week, but come up here. Okay, this is the double before the triple. Now I want you to look at the face. Do those ruts look like they're going the right direction? No. These guys with a fresh track did this. Now I want to tell you why. Coming out of this corner, you're carrying a lot of speed. You hit the double, and this double sends you over here to the far left, right? Because you're drifting. You want to drift. When you're on this left side, now you want to set up for the next corner. So these guys want to hit the triple, get over to the right-hand side. Now the problem is, they just start doing it. It gets deeper, deeper, deeper. All of a sudden, the ruts form. If you look at these 3 or 4 on the right, they're sending you straight off into those like Dunlop blocks. I mean, you're not even on the landing, but they know that, so they lean in the air at the triple, so they kind of whip it off the lip. But it's just crazy how they make the track work. It's all about carrying momentum, opening up your corners. They open this one up, double way over here, sweep back from left to right, whip it in the air, and get ready for the berm. But I just can't believe how this has gotten, because think about at the end of the race when you're tired, maybe you're not able to concentrate as well. These are still here, and if you do not concentrate off these lips and you do not remember to bring it back to the left in the air, gone off the track. So I just had to show you that. I literally walked out here. It's the first thing I saw, and I couldn't believe it. I got a couple other things I want to show you, but let's go talk to Mike Mewey. All right, I'm with Mike Mewey. He is the Director of Operations for Monster Energy Supercross. We go way back, huh?
Yes, we do.
We do. Okay. Couple questions for you. First off, this dirt, this soil, where'd it come from?
So we actually store this dirt locally. It's about 3 blocks away. You know, every stop of Supercross, it's indigenous dirt to the area, and we store it locally. This particularly becomes a field when we leave, and then we'll come in, scoop it up, bring it into this facility. Okay, so 3 blocks away. What's the process? You guys just line up the trucks and just start mad dashing them in here, and then how long does it take to get all the soil from that location into the building? Yeah, so it'll take us about a day and a half to get it in, because we kind of limit the timing that it's coming in, so we can build the outside lanes first and then work our way in. When we're going out, we do it just the opposite. They'll start pulling the outside lanes to the middle, gives us a dump truck road around the outside, and then we'll send all 15, 16 trucks at a time, boom, 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 and it just becomes a never-ending circle of dump trucks. Okay, so I talked to Alex right before we started, and he said, like, they're going to try to do as much as they can tonight to get it ready, but tomorrow at like 6 or 7 a.m. they start, and is it just to load and get them out as quick as possible? Yeah, pretty much. So they'll load the truck, start pulling them out. Once they get the large majority of the stockpile done, they'll start peeling from the far end zone off the plywood. They'll come all the way back, and then once they get to the tunnel, they're done. Okay, so I see the plywood right here. Obviously, you guys are going to lay it down. Do you do that at every stadium, or is there other things you use? Because I feel like I've seen other stuff too. Yeah, it depends on the market and what's underneath. Here we're using plywood, so it's a layer of plywood, a layer of plastic visqueen underneath, and then the turf that the colts play on. Okay. Others, we have a plastic surface that we put down, and sometimes we're over concrete, and we just put it on the concrete floor. Okay. I've heard that at different locations, eventually like a soil will run its course, right? And it's time to either what do you guys do? You kind of like sift through it, or? Yeah, so we'll screen the dirt. Screen, yeah. Yep, and so we look at all of our stockpiles nationwide and kind of make a determination on where it makes the most sense to do that in any given year. And you know, as you had mentioned, over time, we do need to replace the stockpile as a whole. So, you know, we're looking at Indy's dirt, and now that we spent some time here, we'll make some decisions over the summer and you know, see what next year brings. Okay, because I've heard that like at Arlington, it was screened one year and you could tell it was different, almost like it just got recycled. But sometimes it gets to the point like where it's time to go, and then you got to get rid of it and start all over. Is that like the old famous Anaheim story? Didn't you guys like get lucky at a stoplight or something at a construction zone? You're like, what is that stuff? Where's it going? That happens all the time, honestly. All of us, I guess, are just trained to look at dirt. When you see a stockpile, we have a guy who oversees all of our stockpiles worldwide. and we let him know, hey, you looking for dirt in Tampa? You looking for it in Indy? And if he is, you know, sometimes it works out.
What if it's not? What if it's available but it's not good stuff? Do you have to pass if it's not going to be workable?
Yeah, believe it or not, we have had a lot of little plastic Ziploc bags of dirt shipped to our office. We'll take a look at that. If it has promise, we'll send somebody up there to look at it.
Check on it. Okay. There's about 5 bajillion tough blocks here. The start, the podium, the finish line tower. I mean, they're tearing it all down. Where's it going?
So yeah, we travel with about 17 tractor trailers. So all of this stuff, all of the equipment you see, minus the dirt, goes into one of those 17 tractor trailers. They'll leave first thing in the morning, so all the structures, all the tough blocks will be loaded about 4 a.m. And they'll immediately leave. So the tractors are out there waiting. As soon as their truck's loaded, they start heading to Orlando.
Wow. Okay, last question for you. We haven't been to Orlando since 2007. Is there dirt somewhere for Monster Jam? Do you have stuff sent away? I'm just thinking you haven't been there in forever, so where's the dirt?
Yeah, we've been hosting Monster Jam. We actually hosted the Monster Jam World Finals there last year.
Okay.
So yeah, we do have the stockpile there. It's nearby like it is here. So yeah, and it seems to be pretty good dirt.
What's it like? I remember Ricky and Stu in that epic battle, his last race, it was hard pack. Is that the same stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so we got hard pack coming.
Yeah, so, and actually we replicated his 2007 track.
For the first Orlando or two?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I knew one of them were gonna do, I didn't know. So the first Orlando is it's a remake of the 07 race with that hard pack soil back in Orlando, and you don't have to fly, do you?
I don't have to fly.
I do.
2-hour drive by.
Yeah, well, guess how long my flight is?
It'll be warm.
Oh, I'm cool with that. That's fine. This place is frigid. But thanks, Muey. I appreciate it. And yeah, I think this is awesome. I wanted to show everybody, you know, just that side, where this stuff come from and where's it going and what's happening next. So
Awesome, man.
thank you. Let's go find Alex. All right, that was cool. We're gonna go find Alex, but we gotta find him first. And I don't know which piece of equipment he's in. So let's just walk and talk. 250 class first. So right after the races are done, I pull up my phone, I get on my Instagram, and I already got a couple DMs of people saying, dude, Christian Craig lucked out. No, he did not. Marvin Muscan, that was lucking out because of the Barsha, Tomac, Freese thing. Christian Craig, here's what he did. He got a good start, got up in the front, and his teammate, the points leader, fell on his own. That was a rider error. He made the mistake in this corner back behind me. Washes the front end, and the front end catches and just flips him. Just a rider error, no big deal, but Christian Craig did not luck into that. Stop it, y'all. He won, and he won straight up because the other guy made a self-inflicted mistake. So it was great for him, and it's really good for him for a couple reasons. Muey just said the dirt's gonna be hard pack in Orlando. Christian is great on hard pack. He's now only 6 points down in the championship, so if he goes and wins this next one, maybe he's down 3 with a nice long break. Then you go to Salt Lake City, some hard pack stuff. So Christian is back in this thing. He's sitting pretty, and if he wins in Orlando, it is on in Salt Lake City. But Colt Nichols rode a great race. The battle between Colt and Jet was so cool. Great ride, great racecraft from the kid. Brake checking a little bit, squaring up, making moves. I thought that was all awesome. And to me, the coolest part is after the race, Jet walks right up to Colt, starts talking to him. I'm thinking Colt might even be a little heated just because, you know, Jet was messing with him a little bit. Colt was probably a little faster. Well, he was faster. But Colt walks up to him. They start talking. They're going over their race lines. They're pointing, whatever, smiling, laughing. I thought that was great character for Colt to be pretty controlled in that environment and in that moment. And Jet, just a good battle. And it was cool because you got to see this kid who really is just learning this thing battle it out, make some moves, good moves, and I really, really liked it. Joe Shimoda. Joe, he said he didn't want to get a podium unless it was his way. Still had a little bit of help, but too bad. Look, you ride a good race, you get out front, you ride like that, you get second, you get the credit for it. So Joe Shimoda, awesome ride, and what I really liked about it is he's getting faster. He's not just kind of like out there being the solid guy, he's actually charging. He was fast in qualifying, his lap times were good in the main. Joe Shimoda is figuring this thing out, and he is still like, what, 18 years old? He's gonna be really, really good because he just gets better step by step. So yeah, good job, Craig. Good job, Shimoda. Great ride, Colt Nichols, to come back to third and salvage those points, but the battle in the 250 class is on. Gotta go find Alex. I don't know where he's at. Let's go get him. Found him. All right.
Let's make this quick.
That's why, you in a hurry or something?
Oh, I sure am.
All right. Segment times. I teased it in the last show. There's always 3 segments in a lap time.
Yeah.
I don't. You guys don't choose where those go. Does the AMA do that, or do you do? Okay. So how's that work?
So the transponders need to be in the first turn and the finish line, and then the third spot we kind of choose, but we try and break it up evenly. So like out of the gate, first jump, and then you come around, triple, and then we just like basically we try and make it just three sections, same distances apart. You know?
Yeah, I haven't looked at this one yet. I think we're gonna be able to put it up here, but I know the last one was like 13, 18, and 13 or something like that. So you're trying to now. You got to put them in the ground. Like, do you dig them through the ground? Is that why I see you guys digging out those pipes?
Yeah, so we do 4 sometimes, but usually 3. But they have to be in the face of a jump, because if you put them somewhere else in a section, they could jump over them and they won't read.
So you got to hit a takeoff somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
The one that you guarantee they're going to hit, like the face of a triple or something.
So the finish line and first jump, you know they're not jumping over it, because there's nothing before it to jump off.
What's the reason why that was ever added? I don't remember the year, but I mean, what is the reason? Is that for the riders and teams, or is that for you guys in scoring?
It's
or
also like when you watch on TV and there's the names up top and they make a pass,
oh.
but it doesn't change until like maybe a turn or so later, because they're waiting for the riders to go over that.
So I saw tonight Webb was like 3.9 down, then all of a sudden he was 3.2, and he wasn't even crossing the finish line. So that's picking up the reading and it's adjusting the race order as we go?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you would think with all the Lip Pro and all that stuff that we wouldn't be burying pipe, but we still are. I think it's just the most accurate what AMA has us do for timing and scoring. Okay, and then you guys, again, you dig a little trench, you got the pipe and run it through, and then what is it like what is it? I don't even know. It's two PVC that's like 1.5 feet apart in the face of the jump. We bury it like, I don't know, maybe this deep, so the ruts won't hit it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Last question real quick so you can get back at it. Yep. It was definitely drier. This one was dry, and I think it was rad, it was slick, it was difficult. Yeah. Did you guys not add any water, or did you just do minor amounts? We added water, just like a medium amount, and that door being open a lot today created a draft to really dry it up. And I mean, there's a lot of flat corners kind of after the whoops. Yeah. We made the whoops go all the way to the turn, so you can kind of go slow in the end of the whoops and catch that rut, or hammer all the way through and then kind of use that outside bump to get over the first 3. A lot of like flat turns almost made it a little tech. Yeah, it was. All the riders said all day in qualifying it was technical. You had to be patient. It was awesome. I'm just looking at the fact that we had 3 races and they all 3 felt a little bit different. Not only with the design, which was cool. This one was really fun. I thought it was cool. Yeah. But the soil was different at all 3. Straight up, it had its own little vibe on each one. I'm excited to get to Orlando and use some different material. Yeah, you burn out on this stuff? I like it. It's just ready for something new. All right, well, me too. Thanks again. I'll let you guys get at it, because I know I talked to Mewy and you guys got a mad dash to get everything out of here. Like by like 7 a.m. or something weird tomorrow morning? Yeah. All right, good luck, bro. Thanks. Good talk with Alex. 450 class. Kenny, look, I mean, he won 3 straight. He won them all in different ways. He's for real. This isn't a fluke. It doesn't mean it's over. It's a long series. You saw what happened to Colton Nichols. All it takes is one little mistake. It changes everything, but they got to figure something out. Look, he is 16 points up. Follow along this math with me. He's 16 points up. If the Dean Wilson thing doesn't happen, that's a 6-point swap between him and Webb. So that would be 22 up. The 4 points that he lost for jumping on the red cross flag, that's 26. That's a race lead. We're 6 races in. He doesn't get the 26-point lead, but that's how well he's riding. It's a 26-point lead without the weird stuff. So luckily for Webb and Tomac, it is only 16. They have time to recover, but they got to do something, man. This dude gets the starts. He's handling the pressure. I mean, Bam Bam hits him in the corner, and he just takes it. Vince Friese kind of comes into play a little bit, gets in his way for a half a second, and but he just takes care of business, and he finally outduels Cooper Webb, even though, to be fair, it really wasn't a duel. Webb never got to him enough, but
still, I mean, I said it on the broadcast, Carlos was throwing that pit board out early to make sure that Kenny saw that it was Cooper, try to get in his head a little bit. That's super smart. The mechanics are smart, man. They know what they're doing. And Kenny knew. He ain't dumb. He knew it was Cooper, and he handled it all the way to the finish. So I guess that trend of him falling apart to Cooper, over for now, I guess. Super bum for Barsha, super bum for Tomac. Oh, Vince Freese, I didn't really have fond feelings when I raced him. We had some run-ins, but I've grown to respect the guy. He tries his butt off. He fights no matter what. He gets the start. I respect a lot about him, but still having like these issues, and it seems to be like more than ever this year. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know how to explain it, but he's just always like in there in a way that's not good. So I don't want to trash the guy. I don't think that's fair. But at the same time, I can't sit here and say that he has not been causing some things. So it's unfortunate for Barsha. It's unfortunate for Tomac, especially Eli. Eli, I mean, he lost a lot of valuable points that he would love to have back. And he was, I mean, he was innocent. He jumps over the double. They're laying there. So bum for both of them, but happy for Marv. I mean, that was a good ride for Marv. He plowed through, but kind of bummed for Malcolm. Malcolm was there, and he said 3 minutes to go. Marvin gets him, so Malcolm could have had his first podium. Oh, that would have been cool, but oh well. It is what it is. Look, Kenny Roxon's on fire. They better stop it because it is getting out of control. Cooper Webb rode good. He seems to be a little bit happier with his bike. And Eli and Barsha, just bum deal for him. But oh well. Blair's breakdown, it was a good one. We'll be back in Orlando, and I'm pretty sure we're going to do something super cool with a GoPro. I think you guys are going to like, and that'll be in Orlando next week. So we'll see you then.